Over the last few weeks, I've been making changes and shifts in the way that I clean up my house, take care of myself, the way I'm showing up at work, and the way I see my challenges. And it's been an interesting journey because some days are definitely easier than others, while there are times and moments where it's just so frustrating and I would like to complain and be upset. Then I remind myself that I have a choice in any moment, and that if what's happening doesn't suit me, maybe I should just take a step back, pause, breathe deeply, and use any of the tools that I have available for calming myself down and refocusing my energy on something that makes me feel good. So today I've been doing that, and I've been able to make progress on work, which is always a good thing. I've also been able to be patient when I'm usually getting annoyed or upset. And it's been nice to just, I guess it's like, I feel like I'm practicing all of the different research and tools that I'm looking up. And I've been having this feeling that my real intention is to be my own leader, my own guide, my own source, where I know that I'm creating everything in my life. I know that I'm choosing it all. I know what my options are, and that I'm honoring the highest available choice in that moment. I did read in The Game of Life and How to Play It that there's a difference between visualizing and visioning, where visioning is divine and inspired. It's as though God gives you a brief flash of something amazing, while visualizing is more of a mental effort, and it is my intention, my focus, my will, my imagination, my control over my dreams that allows me to create this visualization. And I found it to be an interesting comparison because I've been reading different books with spiritual conversations involved, and in both, I believe they have moments where, is this just my imagination, or am I really speaking to God? Am I really speaking to the devil? Is this really going to serve me? And with one, there's this very outright, even if this is just your imagination, can you imagine a better way to live than creating yourself in every moment, being intentional, using your experience to know what your truth is? Because a lot of the times we are told things that can be confusing and make us not trust ourselves. And I know I've been in that space where I haven't been trusting myself. I haven't had faith in my vision and my dreams, where I have very big vision in a general sense, and I've always been a dreamer. I come from parents who are pretty big dreamers, and they talk a big game, and I also know that I do not always back up my word. I know that there are times where in this moment I am committed, this is awesome, I'm excited, this is the best idea I've ever heard, and then 20 minutes later, well, you know what, I don't know, this other idea is looking pretty nice right now. And I've learned to be okay with the fact that sometimes my mind changes, and sometimes I won't see things the same way as time passes. And now I'm ready to commit 100% to my pursuit of spiritual satisfaction, of feeling connected with God, of having faith in myself, in God's word, in the feelings that I have within my body. And I'm really just looking to integrate my mind and body to be one being, where there are moments when I'm reading about the spiritual laws and I know them in the mental plane for a fact. I know mentally I can state off different laws. I understand a lot of the things. A lot of it just makes sense to me. And then my question to myself has been, but is that really intuitive and divine knowledge, or is that just because I research and read a lot? And then another part was like, well, is there a difference? Does it matter if you made yourself learn this? Does it matter if you had to practice it? Where the information source is from, as long as it's true for me, it resonates, and it feels good and keeps me moving forward, what's the problem? And I know that where I am on my journey, I really just want to feel it. I would like to feel my heart, feel my soul, feel my mind and my body, and really be familiar with the difference between where is this sourcing from within myself. And as I was sitting in meditation today, what came up for me is be your own guru. I'm not looking to have a teacher that I follow. I'm not looking to be devoted to people who are trying to tell me what to do and how to live my life. I don't like being told what to do. That has never been a thing that I like. And I am very much a defiant, rebellious person where if you tell me what to do, I'll usually do the opposite. Or I'll wait until I feel like doing it, because it's like, you don't tell me what to do. You're not my boss. You don't run my life. And as immature as the mindset as that has been, I've done this a lot of my life. And so now I'm just looking at my options, and it's like, okay, shall we continue to be immature, petty, and small, allowing other people to dictate what we will or will not do? Because even if they're trying to make you do a thing and their force is making you do the opposite, then it's like I'm blaming them for the fact that I'm not getting things done, instead of just taking responsibility, giving myself a moment to process, focusing on something to kind of like let the feelings pass, and then like doing what I know I need to do. And so I know that I'm still growing in many different ways. And I know that there are areas that I feel blocked in, there are areas that I feel freedom flowing in, and that I'm just developing my faith, my trust, my spiritual self and consciousness and strength, so that as I grow, I know that I'm gonna feel great. I'm gonna know in my heart and soul that I'm doing what's best for me. I'm doing what's best for whoever works with me. And that at the end of the day, all we would like is to be the highest, most incredible version of ourselves, where we are living that fabulous dream life, honoring our highest values, being the amazing person at whatever it is that we choose to do. From artist to author to speaker to celebrity to singer to political leader to activist. There are so many options that we can have in this life, and we weren't given options to not act on them. So I know that I am still growing. I'm still digging into my experiences to make sense of the path that I've been on. And what I do know is that I've always believed I've had everything that I need to be successful within myself, and I've just been learning and practicing and working on tapping into that resource and understanding what is it within me that helps me to be strong, to get things done, to be resilient, to keep moving in the face of challenges. And a lot of it, part of it has just been that's what I've seen. I've been raised around people who just keep moving. They are resilient, they move forward, there's no stopping the flow of life. And then another part of it is that even though there were things that didn't make sense to me, I found loving, positive ways to make sense of it. So while part of me feels like I haven't really felt love on a deep, deep level very often, another part of me has learned to accept if someone says I love you, they love you. Like, it's not that complicated. And for me, that's enough, because I'm just like, I've just learned to take people at their word and let their actions back it up. And we all love in different ways. So if you say you love me, it's just like, okay, you love me, cool. Now what are we gonna do to create and build together and come together and unite and harmonize? And I feel like that's the part that I'm really excited to work on more, because as I have harmony and peace within myself, there's gonna be more harmony and peace within my world. And that is just the thing that's gonna overcome my main block that I've had since I was a kid, which was, I remember learning about a mind-body disconnect, and I was like, yes, mind-body disconnect. I definitely deal with that. So that's been one thing that I'm like, let's have mind-body integration and be whole instead. And there was also, I remember feeling like people always blamed me for things. And so when I learned about the word scapegoat, I was like, yes, scapegoat. That's what I am. That's how people treat me. That is probably what I'm here for on this earth. And as over the last year, I've been like, no, scapegoat, that's not my jam. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. So I'm working on giving that up as well. And I'm just very excited to just continue growing, keep getting excited about being and creating and doing, instead of looking towards the results to know whether I've been successful or not. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know, what are you working on in your life? What would you like to hear me chat about? Have a wonderful day, stay blessed, and become your own guru, because you know all that you need to know. You just have to remember. See you next time.